In this nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mah Jongg at I Love Mahj. If you are new to the game, I Love Mahj is the best place to play because they have an exercise room. We're going to spend a little bit of time in there, so I hope that you are ready. We're going to focus on a way to keep the game simple, and this is important, especially if you're new to the game, because the last thing we want you to do is to feel overwhelmed when you're playing the game. We want you to have fun, be relaxed, and this will be a way for you to do that. So you'll have to let me know what you think. If you are new, let me know in the live stream chat, and I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to get a presentation open really quick, and then we'll get started. I'm a little under the weather today, so bear with me. I may yawn. Yeah, I knew it was coming. Oh yeah. And I'm just not feeling quite myself today. So hopefully this will go well. We'll see. And we'll have some fun playing Mahjong. Let me know. Oh, you're new. Jennifer's new. Okay, thank you for letting us know. I have an idea for you. One way to kind of simplify things a little bit, especially if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed with the game. Let me get this open real quick. Okay, I'm gonna get this in presenter mode. I'm hoping this goes well. The last time I did a presentation, we had some technical difficulties. So let me get this up and make sure that we're connected correctly. And let's see. Oh, there we go, I think. Maybe. This already is acting weird. I don't understand what is going on here. So this, I don't know what is happening with my PowerPoint. What in the world? That is really weird. Something weird is happening. Can you guys hear me? Am I booted? What is going on with my computer? Oh my gosh. StreamYard. Okay, I'm here. That was weird. It threw I have two monitors, and it threw my screen from one monitor to the other when I opened PowerPoint. I don't know what is happening. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. So hold on. So weird. Okay. Huh. Well, that worked. So strange. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, here it is. Okay, so this is called a jump start. Oh, before we get into this, I just want to say thank you very much for hanging out with me today. And moderators, thank you very much for monitoring the chat. This is a nitty-gritty format, so we're not going to do any socializing. We're just going to dig right into the game. I do want to say thank you very much to our new channel members, though. Deborah and Kelly. I think this is Kelly. Thank you very much for joining us, channel members. I appreciate the support. That is Lucky from our welcome wagon. Appreciate you being here. So let's get going into Jumpstart KISS. So you know what KISS stands for, right? KISS stands for Keep It Simple with Suits. This is one of my jump starters to help simplify the game and reduce overwhelm, because you're going to reduce the number of hands that you're playing on the card. Just to give kind of a fresh look at the game, a renewed energy for the game, especially if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. And don't feel bad if that is you. If you feel overwhelmed, don't take it personally. Don't be hard on yourself, because everything is hard before it's easy. Everything. And that applies especially to American Mah Jongg. This is one of the hardest versions to learn. So take it easy and enjoy the journey. You are a smart individual, or you wouldn't be here trying to improve your understanding of the game. You're here for a reason. This is a complex game, so remind yourself of that. It requires critical thinking, situational awareness, and social acuity. It's much more than just creating a hand with tiles that fit something on the card. There's much more to the game than just that. There's a lot of spinning plates that you have to manage. And there are rules. Oh, the rules. That's a whole nother topic. You got to focus on the fundamentals, learn more as you go, and know that everyone learns differently. We're all on a unique journey. Everybody has their own learning styles, and instructors have their own teaching styles. And sometimes teachers may have a style that doesn't resonate with the student or yourself. So always be looking for someone new to listen to, and see if you can find someone who you relate to, and someone who explains things in such a way that it makes sense to you. So I hope that you enjoy this session today. I hope that I can help you look at it from a different perspective, and that you will walk away feeling calm, collected, and confident. So let's talk about the card. We got to deconstruct the complexity of the game for just a little bit of time to appreciate the art of simplicity. When you first look at this card, it looks like a codex. It looks like some kind of cipher. It looks like a puzzle. It looks complicated, but really it's not. Colors, letters, and numbers, they just tell you what each hand is going to require. Change in color means change in suit. The letters, numbers, and the colors all on the card, it just helps define what you need for your hand. So when you look at the tiles in your hand, you've got to make that connection to the card based on the strength of the hand. So while looking at the card, you might think, oh, I'm going to memorize all these hands. You really don't need to do that. What you should focus on is what you have in your rack, the tiles that you're going to be using, and how to leverage the tiles you get to fit something on the card. And it is quite like a puzzle. So one way that you could simplify this journey is to focus on one suit. Just simplify the game. One suit. So in this example, we have a lot of dots. Whatever you have the most of, just hold that suit. And then when you look at the card, all you need to look for is one color, because one color means one suit. One color, one suit, super simple. And it is amazing how this game is so flexible that you can focus on one thing and make it work if you make the right decisions at the right time. And I'm going to prove that by focusing on one suit. So you can see we've got 7 dots in here and a flower. there are 5 discards. So we're going to gather, and it's not going to matter what the number is. We're just going to gather every dot possible. And then eventually we'll look at the card and find a hand that we can focus on with one suit. Here's an example where we're in between. We've got 4 of each. So you want to focus on a predominant suit and then identify some discards. So we could do either BAMs or cracks. If we focus on BAMs, we could maybe pass 3, 7, 8. Mixed suits, let's say, and just pick one. If you're in between, just pick one and go with it. And then keep whatever suit you're going to be focused on. Here, we're going to look at BAMs. And we happen to get BAMs, so it worked out in our favor. You want to focus on whatever trend occurs while you're getting the incoming tiles during the Charleston especially. And then after each discards, you'll go one pick at a time from the wall and just continue to gather until you run out of discards, and eventually you'll be able to pick a hand. One color, one suit. So here we could maybe pass 5, 9, 6. Here's the deal with this idea. You don't want to kiss too long. Remember, kiss means keep it simple with suits. You don't want to do that for long term. This is temporary. So phase 1, you're going to focus it on hands in one suit. And we don't know what hand we're going to play. When you first get your tiles, you're just going to gather whatever you have the most of. You're going to do that as phase 1, just focus on one suit. And then phase 2, you'll focus on one suit with or without flowers. So add flowers in there. If you look at the card, the flowers are in the same color as one suit hands anyway. So flowers with one suit, that's fine. And then you could maybe add dragons as phase 3. The corresponding dragon still will show as one color and one suit. So for example, if you look at, let's see, we have 1, 3, 5 dragon. That would be the 3rd hand down on the left under odds. Even though there's a dragon in there, it corresponds, so that is considered one suit. One suit, corresponding dragon. That would be phase 3. So we're going to go play at I Love Mahj, and we're going to demonstrate that even if you're focused on one suit hands, you can still end with really good results. So let me get my website up and we will play. Okay, that is not what I want. And is this what I want? Yes. Welcome. Hello, Wes, Evelyn, Karen, Linda, Jennifer. Yes, Kelly, Deborah, welcome. So now we're going to use this layout here. Here's the game. This is I Love Mahj. If you've not played at I Love Mahj before, you do get a trial, a 2-week trial. But if you use MAHJLIFE as a promo code, you can get an extra week for free. So use MAHJLIFE if you've not tried it before. Come and give it a try. It's a wonderful place to play, and I'll tell you why. After this first bit, Game Launchpad, this is where you play with robots and humans. But down below, this is where you find gold. Internet gold, the exercise room. This is where you can build your skills. They've got 5 different skill builders. We're going to focus on Charleston practice, but I invite you to check out all of these skill builders on your own time. They're all fantastic and they're intuitive. Just read about it. And they also have some tutorials that you could watch, but every one of these can help build your skills. We're going to focus on Charleston practice, And we're just going to go through one Charleston practice where we focus on one suit, and then we'll do another one where we add flowers, and then we'll do a third one where we add dragons, and then we'll go play with robots. Sound good? So here's the first one. Okay, now sort, and you can see we've got a couple of jokers, green and red and white, green, red, white, 3 dragons, 7, 9 in bams, 1, 3, 6 in cracks, pair 3, and then we have a 1, 3, 4 in dots. So if we're focused on one suit only, we're going to go with whatever we have the most of, cracks. So let's just hold on to that. Now remember, this is temporary. This is a temporary solution just to simplify the game. If you're ever overwhelmed, or maybe you're on a losing streak and you just want to simplify the game, enjoy it from another perspective. So we're going to focus on cracks. So let's pass maybe a 1, a 7, and let's let a dragon go, actually. Let's let that red dragon go here. There's a crack. We're going to hold it. And we're not going to focus on what it is. We're just going to keep it because that's the suit that we're holding. So let's pass a west, a 9, and a 4. That leaves us with some good discards here. There's a crack. We're going to hold it. And we still have tiles to pass. This is a way you can pass really quickly because clearly we don't need these other suits. Let's see. I wonder, though, if we could, let's maybe do this instead, because I don't want to be left with 2 dragons. We want to be able to pass defensively. Okay, we didn't get any cracks that time. So now we're going to keep going. Let's pass 9 with a 3 and a dragon. 9, 3 dragon. How's that look? That looks pretty good to me. That's a little bit risky, but there's risk in every pass. Okay, we didn't get any keepers. Let's pass 1, let's say 5 with an 8. 1, 5, 8. There are some cracks. Trust the process. And we have tiles we can pass. 3, 9 red. Okay, and we can go across. Easy peasy. Here we go. Okay, we ended up with 8 cracks, 4 discards. So that's pretty good. But what do we do with these tiles? You might ask yourself, what would you play? If these were your tiles, what would you play? We have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. I think I would play consecutive run, 1, 2, 3 of some kind. And I would just keep gathering. So that is keep it simple with suits. Now we're going to add flowers. I don't know if we're going to get any flowers. Maybe what we could do is do flowers and dragons, because the robots typically don't pass flowers. So it will probably be moot. So let's do dragons and flowers. New tiles. Okay, so here we go. What do we have more of? Dots. So we're going to hold dots and white dragons. White dragons correspond to dots. So that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to jump to phase 3. So let's just pretend that we already went through phase 1, focusing on one suit only. Then we added flowers for one suit with flowers. And now we're on one suit with dragons, corresponding dragon. We want white dragons with the dots. So let's pass an 8 with a 5 and a north. Now, normally I would recommend targeting multiples, which is pair pung kong, but we're specifically focused on the suits just for a time. New approach, a new look. Look at what we got, a 1 dot. So let's pass now the winds, maybe one at a time though. So let's do one, a west, a 9, and then maybe the 7. Oh, no. We should break out these 8s, I think. Let's do 8, 9. That leaves us with 5, 7, 8, maybe a wind in there. There are some dots. We're going to hold them. Dots. Okay, now let's let a wind go, and then we'll let an 8 go with a 5. That's a great pass. We're just looking for dots. No dots. That makes our passing pretty easy. Okay, so now we're going to pass to the left. Let's give them a 3, a 5, a 7, and a 2. A dot, we got another dot. And now we can pass, let's say south 3, 5. No dots this time. How about 5, 8 with a north? That's a great pass. And we've got another dot. And we do have 3 tiles we can pass. 3 crack, 9 bam, 5 bam. No dots. But we have 4 discards, and look at all these dots. Now, what would we play? We have 1, 3. We have a pung of 1s. 3, 7, 8, 9. I think I would do maybe a 1, 3, 1, 2, 3 maybe. I would just continue playing and just gather dots. So we're going to end this Charleston exercise that just kind of gives you an idea of how you would get through the Charleston. And we're going to now go play with robots, and we're going to play through the game and see if we can actually get in a win by focusing on one suit. It's a challenge. We're going to challenge ourselves here. Let's see how this goes. Keep it simple with suits. No, that's new. This little heart here. What? No, stop. I said no. I thought I said no. I don't want to play with humans. Open? No. Did I click yes? Okay, here we go. Bots. Okay, what do we have more of? Bams and flowers. So let's see if we can play one suit with flowers. So now we've got 6 discards here. Really 7 with that white dragon. So let's pass maybe the 4, a 6, and a 7. Or maybe this 2 would be better, because then we're not leaving ourselves with 2 2s. And actually, I don't want to pass a 2 and a 5 together, really, with a white dragon especially. So maybe, let's see, here we have 2, 4, 7. Here, oop, you can't order those. Let's see, 2, 6, 5, year tiles there. That's pretty risky. Evens, I think that we need to just go for it. Let's see. I think this is better. Even though we have year tiles and a 4, 5 with dragons. Let's see what happens. Okay, now 7. That's a keeper because it's our suit. We're focused just on that suit. So let's pass now the 5 with a red. There we go. That's not too bad. Another bam. 6, 7 bams. And we have tiles we can pass. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Maybe we should let that dragon go at the moment. Not pass a year tile with the white dragon. Kind of break it up a little bit. Oh, that's why. Look, we got a 2. Uh-oh. Okay, Amistad, this guy right here, stopped the Charleston. Okay, so we can pass 3, though. We could do 1 crack, 9 crack with maybe a 4. Like that. And we got bams. Okay, now let's see how this progresses. We have a 1, 2, 3 bam, 6, 7, 9 pairs, 6, 7, 9. So we're not going to pick a hand. We're going to keep gathering until we run out of discards. Right now, we have 3 discards. So let's just see how this goes. I'd say we're an underdog till we decide what hand we're playing. And I wouldn't pick a hand, not yet. We can wait. You don't have to pick a hand. Because we're given a card, sometimes you feel like you have to pick a hand, but you don't. You do not need to pick a hand. There's an 8. And we still have discards, so we can keep gathering. At least until one of our tiles goes down. We could maybe call something, but at the moment, we don't need to because we still have a discard, the 7 dot. If we're gathering all one suit with flowers, we have 1 discard, so we don't need to pick a hand. Train yourself to just take it easy, take it slow, nice and slow. Well, keep up with the pace of the game, but don't force yourself to pick a hand. And here is our suit, but we can't call it, nor would I, because our strength really is in where these multiples are, 6, 7, 9. And there again, can't call it, can't call for a pair. Yeah, these little numbers probably will go. Don't need a 1. Oh, Joker exchange. Thank you. All right, now we have no discards, but I would say the 1, 2, 3 are useless. I would focus on 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9 with flowers. This would be the 3rd hand down on the left. 3rd hand down on the left, we've got probably 5 discards if we play that hand. Or we could maybe even play the 2nd hand down in 1 suit, 6, 7, 8, 9, and let the flowers go. Either way, we've got 5 discards. So that would mean that we're an underdog. But we've got 3 tiles here that we know we don't need, considering that we have multiples with 6, 7, 9. So let's just see what happens. You know what? We have 3, 6, 9 there too. 3, 6, 9. So we're in between categories. We could play the 2nd hand down under 3, 6, 9. There's 2, 3 bams out though, so I wouldn't do that. I'd let it go. We would need 2 jokers. So no, always look at what's out there, what's been thrown, and just let it go. If you don't want to spread yourself too thin. I think having 2 hands is great. 2nd hand down under consecutive run or 3rd hand down. A 4. Okay, now another hand showed up here. 2, 4, 6, 8, flower. This would be the 5th hand down under consecutive run. Just scan the card for one color, one suit with this particular approach that we're doing here. So we could maybe play 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's let the 3 go. We don't have to pick a hand yet. We're in between, which means we're an underdog, but that's okay. 2 came in. Now we have 2, 6, pair. We don't need this 1 at all. So let's let it go. 2, 4, 6, 8, flower. I kind of like that hand, actually. I think we could also maybe consider 6, 7, 8, 3rd hand down and use the 7 bam pair. Call that done, a done deal. But we would need another flower in here. We also are only able to call 1 block out of 3, whereas we could claim discards to complete 3 blocks under 2, 4, 6, 8. We could pung the flowers. We have a pair 2, a single 4, so there's a little bit of a weakness there, but we could pung 6, and we're a little short on the 8. We need one more good pick there for the 8, but we could call 2 of those blocks, the 6 and the flower. 6 and the flower. So let's just see what happens. We have all keepers right now, although we have enough options to let the 9s go. Let's let the 9s go. That gives us a little bit of wiggle room, so we can let those go and continue to gather for either 2, 4, 6, 8 or 6, 7, 8. So we're still in between. Don't need wins. And there goes the 9. Nobody wanted it. Joker.
5.
So I would play probably 2, 4, 6, 8. Either way, we could use all three multiples, 6, 7, 8 flower or 2, 4, 6, 8 flower. But we are set for 2, 4, 6, 8, meaning we can claim a discard for each callable block. We could claim a discard for the 6 band. That needs to be a pung. We could claim a discard for the 8 band. That needs to be a Kong. And then we could claim a discard for the flower, and that needs to be a pung. That is my definition of set. We're set for that hand. So let's see what happens. I'd say at this point, there are 49 tiles remaining. I would say we're a contender. We could win, maybe. But these robots are formidable. Is that the right term? These are hardcore players, these robots. Joker. They're throwing a joker now. Stinkers.
Flower.
Okay, let's dig in and call for a pung. We have no gaps. We have one weakness, the 4. None are out. So let's push forward. So we're going to pung.
Call.
Now we're at 47 tiles remaining. Let's let this 7 band go, because this player to our right has 7s out. Maybe they'll take this with a joker. Oh, bummer. They didn't. A stinker. Oh, wrong suit. Oh, man. Okay. I think that was a great result, even though we didn't win. I think we did really well. And we actually had a competitor for evens over here on the left. Okay, so let's play again. What did you think about that? What do you think about playing just focused on one suit? We're going to do it again. Okay, so we have mostly dots. Let's keep the dots. We're going to play just focused on dots and flowers in this case. We're going to break up the east. We'll pass a 2 with a 9. And we're looking to hoard dots. We're going to hoard dots. There's our dots, and they fit right in. Nice. 9, 4. There we go. There's another dot. Oh, now that's a bit risky right there. 1, 7, 9. We have 2 dot, 6, 7, 8, 9, and all those flowers. I think what I would do here, I think I would probably pull that 7 and let's see here. What we could do is the 7 with a 9 dot. And this way we could maybe play the same 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. We have a gap though, no 4. But we could also do 6, 7, 8 flower, third hand down. Same hands. Now we're limited because we're focused on one suit only. Let's see what happens. No keepers. Okay, we got a 1, which is not helpful with a 6, 7, 8. So I would pass 3 and let the East 9 with a 1 go. Oh, 4 bam, wrong suit. Okay, so now I would say we've got 5 discards, which means we're going to be an underdog. If you have more than 4 discards, you're an underdog for that game. But we do have a hand with no gaps. Third hand down. Let's play it out and see what happens. Now, we could maybe keep that 2, because if we do get a 4, we could play the 5th hand down under evens. We don't want any offsuit anything. We're hoarding dots. This is one way to play fast, by the way. Joker. Okay, now for the 2, 4, 6, 8 hand, 5th one down, we have a gap, no 4. So I would discount that hand. I would probably take it off the table. I would probably focus on the 3rd hand down under consecutive run. And the reason this is important to know right now is because if a 6 or an 8 go down, we might call it. It's going to be a bit risky though, because we need a pair of 7s and we have only a single. So we could be painting ourselves into a corner. We got to be mindful of that 7 dot. Oh, 9 dot. So what we could do is maybe 7, 8, 9, and the 8 dot could be our pair. Now we let a 9 dot go. Somebody kept it. Here we could Kong, but we are still in between 2, 4, 6, 8, where we need a pung of flowers. If we happen to get a 4 dot, it's an option. So I think we should let this flower go. It's the first one. There'll be more. Let's let it go. Our hand is not strong enough yet. And look, there's the 7. There's nothing we can do about that unless, yeah, no, we can't do anything. But we do have that potential for the 2nd hand down, pung kong, but we don't have enough tiles for a kong. So we have to let it go. Oh, there goes the 9 dot. Okay, so now let's let the 8 go, I guess. We're just going to keep gathering. 4 bam. We need the 4 dot. Joker. Okay, now we've got 2 clear discards. We know we don't need the 2, 4 because we don't have a 4 dot. So the 2 dot, that can go. The 4 bam, out of our suit. Those are clear discards. What we need to keep an eye on are the discards coming out, because we have jokers and pair 6, pair 8. If a 6 dot or an 8 dot go down, we could Kong. Now it's going to get a little bit risky because we need that 7 dot. Unless we switch to 7, 8, 9. There's a 9 dot out. So we would need to dedicate a joker for that 9 dot. What? Another 4? Oh, wrong suit. Nope. We're just waiting. We're gathering. But we know what hand we're playing. We're playing the third hand down on the left. Uh-oh, that's our pair tile. So let's think about this, because there's only one more 7 dot. If we focus on that third hand down, there's only one more 7 dot. We're ready to Kong the 6, ready to Kong the 8, ready to Kong the flower. But that's 3 exposures that we have to wait for, whether by discard or pick. The other option we have is to switch to the second hand down. This hand is what I call a hand of least resistance. You can use any number of jokers with this hand. Pung Kong, Pung Kong. If we switch, now is the time to do it. Because we've got 2 jokers, we could Kong here. There's still one more 7. And here's the reason why I would do it. Because we could Pung the 6, Pung the 8. We need a joker for the 9. And we could just gather. If it doesn't work, we fold and block. Otherwise, we would have to take a risk for that last 7 dot to make our pair. I would switch and Kong. So let's Kong, and we're going to ditch these flowers. These are actually weeds. They're not flowers. They look like flowers, but they're weeds. We're going to Kong. Now, if that makes anybody cringe, write hashtag cringe in the comment section. Let's let a flower go. Look it. Joker. Joker. Oh, you stinker. They took 2 jokers. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. These robots. Oh, we got a keeper. We're going to let that go. Wes, are you cringing? Did I make you cringe? Okay, Pung. Oh no. I'm making everybody cringe. Oh, we don't need that. Looks like nobody wants wins. We only have 2 discards. Joker. We're set. Call. Kong. Discard. Ready to win. Of course, everybody knows what we need. Oh, look, we got ready to win. This robot up here has our tiles, and they didn't even need it. Shady. But look it, we did really good. We were ready to win. Focused on one suit. Let's do it one more time. Okay, here we go. We have mostly cracks. That's what we're going to do. And let's keep that dragon because it corresponds. One color, one suit. We'll let the south go with a 1 and an 8. We're going to hoard cracks. We're not even going to focus on what number it is. We're just going to keep them all. There's one. We're just going to hoard cracks. There's one. Continue hoarding cracks. There's another one. Now we have to look at our hand and figure out what to do. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crack pair. 3, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7. This dragon, the dragon hand under consecutive run, it is the 5th hand down, we need flowers and we have none. So I'm going to let that go. We're going to focus on one suit only. Okay, no keepers. A 4. Oops, get over there. Okay, now we could do maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 and leverage the 4 crack and the 7 crack. We could also do 3, 4, 5, 6 and ditch the 7. I would probably leverage the pung. Let's pass 3, 7, 4, 2. Oh, they only want 2. Okay. All right. So we have a hand with no gaps, 2 different ways. We could do 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we could do 3, 4, 5, 6. We could do 4, 5, 6, 7. We could even do 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was a fantastic result. Let's see what happens with it. So really what we're looking for is maybe the 7 crack, see if that goes down. 3, 4, we might be able to pung one of those. You don't have to do anything until one of our tiles goes down. We just gather. We're in gather mode. We just gather. No. We're just watching for the trend in our hand. Oh my gosh, that is insane. These robots, I cannot. I have no words. We're going to do it again. Okay, now look, we have mostly dots. Let's hoard dots. See how it goes. 4 dot pair in there. So let's let 3, 8 dragon go. Maybe we could keep the 8 and let the 7 go here. Okay, let's do west 2, 8. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? We're hoarding dots. We got to hoard dots. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We have 3 discards. There's a flower. No keepers. Oh my goodness. We have all keepers now. Okay, so let's figure this out. We've got a pung of 4s. We could do 1, 2, 3, 4, second hand down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that 8 probably can go unless we play 2, 4, 6, 8 first hand. We need to make a decision on continuing, and I would. And I would pick a category and then let tiles go. With a 4 dot pung, I would want that to become a Kong, I think. So I'm thinking either 2, 4, 6, 8 or 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if we did 3, 4, 5, 6, we could do 4, 5, 6 third hand down. 2, 3, 4, 5 or 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives us 2 discards. We really don't need the 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could do 4, 5, 6 third hand down. There is 2, 4, 6, 8 in there. I think we should keep going no matter what. So now we could pass 1 blind and see if we could get more 2, 4, 6, 8. I wouldn't pass a flower. I would keep the flower. Therefore, I think with our options, 2 options is good enough for me. I would let the 8 go. This is a little bit risky though, but we've got lots of options here. Okay, no keepers. No keepers. No keepers. Okay, we got a 1 back. We'll just hold it for a bit. Maybe we could do 1 through 5 in one suit, first hand. So let's just see how this goes. We've got 2 clear discards. So we're just going to continue to hoard. You can go super fast because we're just focused on dots. What's interesting is nobody is throwing them. Okay, we have only 1 clear discard. We don't need to pick a hand till we've run out of discards. No need to rush. The 8 came back. Okay. So I think I would let this 1 go. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. If we play 2, 4, 6, 8, we don't need the flower. We could still do 1 through 5. Let's just wait and see what we get. But we need to start thinking about committing to something because we've got all keepers at the moment. So we're spread a bit thin. And one of our tiles is going to go down soon. I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness, I'm shocked that there's only 1 9 dot out there. Sometimes you got to wait for a deciding tile. Okay, so here now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 through 5, 2, 4, 6, 8. We have all keepers. I think we have enough discards to let the flower go, or enough keepers, enough options. Enough options. We have enough options to let the flower go.
Call.
Okay. Wow, another joker. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 1 through 5. 1 through 5 is a bit risky because we need 2 pair and we have 2 singles. So let's let the 1 go. That's the riskiest hand. So we can now play either 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 2, 4, 6, 8. Still don't have to make a choice yet. Okay, now we have to make a choice. Do we play 2, 4, 6, 8? I say yes, because we're actually set. We can use the jokers to help with the 2 to pung. We can Kong the 4. We can pung the 6 and Kong the 8. The 3, 6, 5, 6, those are all super weak. So I think we should play 2, 4, 6, 8 and leverage this 8 dot. Let's call and Kong right here. First hand on the left. Now, 7 is out. We're at 51 tiles remaining. Let's let the 5 dot go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got a 4 dot pung. We don't need that 5. Not with an 8. Okay. There's our tiles. Come on. There. Call. Kong.
Seven.
Okay, now this is a keeper. Gotta keep things in order here. Make sure we don't accidentally discard something. Pong. Okay, we're ready to win on a 6 dot again. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, this robot has our tile maybe. We're going to need a joker probably. Oh, stinker. All right. Let's see. They had our 6s, but we got ready to win again, focused on one suit, just one suit. Even though you're limiting your options, you can still do well. Okay, let's do a speed round. Speed round. We have mostly cracks, so we're going to hold the cracks. And we have flowers, one suit, one color with flowers there. Let's break out the winds. We're going to break wind here. Breaking wind. Okay, we got cracks. Now let's pass north, maybe the 8 with a green. No cracks this time, but we've got tiles we can pass. There's a crack. And we do have tiles we can pass, so we don't have to pick a hand. Crack right there. Now that is a bit risky. So let's see what we have. We can make that a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. We have 8 crack pung. 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, we have no gaps. For 1, 2, 3 with flowers. With 8, 9, we'd have to throw away 1, 2, 3. I think I would bring in this 8 and let the 8 crack go here. Okay, so let's pass 8 north 1. Okay, there's cracks. Look at that. We're going to pass 3. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pair flower. We can let the 8, 9 go. We've got a 3 crack pair and a 1 crack pair, so we don't need 2, 4, 6, 8 this time. There's a 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have flowers here we might be able to use for the 3rd hand down. Maybe we could even use that dragon for the 5th hand down. Okay, let's see how we do. I think this was a pretty good result. Again, just with one suit.
6, 8, west, 8.
I think maybe 2, 3, 4 looks the strongest here because of that pair of 3s. If we play the 3rd hand down, the 3 could be a pair. If we play the dragon hand, the 2 would be a pair. 2, 3, 4 dragon. Or 1, 2, 3 dragon, that would be a pair. Let's pass. Flower. Okay, now flower, 3rd hand down. We could leverage that. So let's let the 8 go. We'll let the dragon go. So we could do 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. Probably 2, 3, 4 would be stronger because we already have our pair. Oh, but there's a 3 now. So we could maybe do 1 crack Kong, 2 crack pair, 3 crack. See you later, Evelyn. Thanks for hanging out with us. 2 crack pair would be a weakness, so we got to be careful there. Let's just see what happens. We're going to see what comes in. Until our tile goes down, we don't have to pick a hand. We can just wait. Okay, now we have to make a choice. We could Kong. If we Kong, we could play the dragon hand, 2, 3, 4, and let the ones go. We could Kong and do the third hand down and let the ones go, and then sacrifice a 3. Let's go ahead and Kong, and we'll let the ones go. So we're doing either 2, 3, 4, third hand down, or the 5th hand down with the dragon. We may need to sacrifice the 3. This is the first flower. There will be more. I would let it go because we're in between the 3rd hand down and the 5th hand down where we only need a pair. Let's wait. It's because our 2 is super weak. Okay, now we don't need this 1. There's a 5 crack out. We don't need that 5. I'm kind of hoping we get a red dragon. Okay, 45 tiles remaining. Oh, okay, we're in the end game. Oh man, we need. Ooh, there's some jokers. Let's see. 1. No, those are locked in. A 6. No, we don't need that. The 5s are out. Don't need that. We don't need that at all. Because if we're playing the 3rd hand down, this would be a pung. If we're playing, oh, sorry, the 5th hand down. And this player on our left, they could be doing 9s with dragons. They may have our 9 crack and our red, or not our 9 crack. They may have our red dragon. They could be playing that dragon hand with odds as well, but the 5s are out. 3rd hand down under odds. 6 dot. We got the 2. Okay, so we're in between still. I would love to get a red dragon. If we can get a red dragon, we'll be ready on a pure hand. That was a little scary. 2. Okay, is this out? No. Ooh, this is going to be risky. Let's let the dragon go. 2, 3, 4. We could be pure that way too. Oh man, that's what they were playing, the 9s. Look how close we got though. Wow, that would have been sweet. All right, so keep it simple with suits. Kiss. That's the jump start to simplify the game. I hope you found it helpful. If you're feeling overwhelmed with this game, keep it simple with suits. You can do well just by hoarding 1 suit. Now, you don't want to be there for long. Don't kiss too long. You want to bring in flowers, then bring in the corresponding dragon, and then open up to playing mixed suits. It's just a temporary restart, as it were. We'll be back again tomorrow for more games with the Learning Lab Player Edition. Join us, if you will, 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I hope you have a great day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.